What are you doing? What are you doing, Sony? Alright, well, welcome back, guys, to, I'm Interactor127. Welcome back to another video. This time it's another Venom Let There Be Carnage video. And probably my last one before the movie comes out. It's not a trailer analysis. I really don't know what to say. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. You saw. You saw. What are you doing, Sony? What are you doing? 90 minutes? 90 minutes for Venom Let There Be Carnage. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is unacceptable. I really don't want to be frustrated with this movie. Because you guys saw, I was really expecting a better movie. I was really expecting this to really redeem Sony. But after seeing what they did, what all of the theaters have been announcing, they're all saying the movie is only going to be 90 minutes long. I mean, what the fuck? That's the length of a fucking Disney movie. That's the length of a fucking Pixar movie. You're gonna do that for Venom? That's like a Game of Thrones episode. Granted, I've never watched it, but I really don't like being negative, guys. If you don't want to watch this video, I won't blame you. And you know, maybe 90 minutes is okay. Maybe it will be okay. Maybe we're all just overreacting. We're all just saying that this is going to be awful, and 90 minutes, they get everything done. But what we've seen in the trailer, Venom going up against Carnage, Eddie trying to teach Venom to control himself, and Anne engaged to the doctor, I forget his name. How are you going to do that in 90 minutes? How? I'm kind of in shock. But I'm also not, because Sony does this shit. They've been doing this shit for almost 10 years now. You know, the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movies, great. Even Spider-Man 3, I love them. Amazing Spider-Man, I found them acceptable. But I mean, even ever since then, ever since Amazing Spider-Man came out, the first one, every single Spider-Man movie they've been doing, with the exception of Spider-Verse, has been slightly or extremely worse than the previous one. Amazing Spider-Man was not as good as Spider-Man 3. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was worse. Venom was even worse. Yes, you heard me correctly. Because even though Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't that great, it at least, it could hold its ground. It was entertaining. And yeah, Venom was entertaining too. And this movie probably will be too. But the story? Seriously? For these past 3 movies, they've just been bad. Really, really bad. Spider-Verse was the only good thing we've had. And Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse 2, whenever that comes out, probably not going to be in 2022 anymore. That'll probably be good too. But you know, I'm really just done. I'm done with this. 'Cause if you guys fuck this up, if Sony fucks this up, you can't really come back from it. We've given you chance after chance after chance. I thought the Venom movie, the first one, was going to be good. I was wrong. I thought this movie was going to be good. I'm probably going to be wrong again. Maybe it will be good. Maybe we're all just overreacting, and I'll post a good review in a couple weeks. I'll be like, you know, I was overreacting. This is pretty good. But I really doubt it. I honestly doubt it. And you guys know, you realize, there's no music. I'm not putting on music for this. You know, Sony, ever since Amazing Spider-Man 2, they wanted to build a Spider-Man movie universe. They were going to do that with Amazing Spider-Man until Andrew Garfield got fired. For a ridiculous reason at that. And now they're trying it with Venom. You know, this was your last shot, Sony. And I think you're gonna blow it. I honestly do. Because I'm really hoping I'm wrong. I really hope that Sony comes up and says, hey, the movie is not 90 minutes. You guys got that wrong. They're just, I hope they say that all the movie theaters are just backing off one another because they're not actually that sure. But even the fact that you would do that you wouldn't let them know, that you would make them go out on a limb, that's just kind of sadistic at that. And, they haven't come out yet. And I think it's because they realize shit people know. And Sony knows what it's doing. The people there know what they're doing. I think there are good people there. It's not all bad. There are some good people there. Sam Raimi worked with them. Mark Webb was even a good director. And I'm sure the guy who directed the first Venom movie, I forget his name, did too. And I'm sure that Andy Serkis is trying his hardest too. I think he is too. And honestly, I don't blame him. It's not his fault, because most of the time with these movies, it's not the director. It's the studio. And, I'm gonna be there on, maybe not on October 1st, but whenever I see the movie, which will be soon, I promise you guys, I will see the movie and I will review it. I'll be there. And if it's a good movie, I'll eat my words, and I'll say, good job. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because Sony has a track record. And most of its movies have been getting worse. And honestly, it's time, Sony. If this movie fucks up, please, stop making these movies. Because you've proven yourself. I'm sure there are people there that are trying. There are people that are trying. But Sony doesn't care. Remember how pissed everyone was after Amazing Spider-Man 2? I could see a reality where this movie is the next Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I think, even if it is announced that this movie is not going to be 90 minutes, I'm still a little worried. Because this is a wake-up call for me, for all of us, who thought this movie was going to be good. All of the memories of Venom being just awful came flooding back when I heard this. And I'm really disappointed in Sony. I honestly, the only reason they have these rights is because Marvel was bankrupt in the 90s. They needed to sell off some of their characters' rights. And it just so happened Spider-Man's got taken to Sony. And at first it looked like they were a good match. But after the past few movies, we can see it's not a good match. They're Insomniac working with Sony, perfect team. Keep doing that. Don't let me discourage you. So maybe don't sell off the rights. I didn't think about that. But, come on. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Marvel's making better movies than you guys with Spider-Man. I never really thought Tom Holland was bad as Spider-Man. I didn't even think it was his fault. But I thought that Sony would have made better Spider-Man movies. And Venom was an exception. And, I think they're going to drop the ball. I think that Carnage will be a better villain than Riot, just because Riot was just so bad, but after seeing how the first movie ended up, in a little under 2 hours, and this movie is going to be even less, it's going to be 90 minutes, I mean, how? How? You know? I mean, you might be wondering how can 30 minutes really affect a movie's runtime? And you have a fair, it's fair for you to ask that question. But the truth is, it can fucking change the entire landscape of the movie. And the truth is, Sony, you still have a chance. You still have a chance to fix this. The movie's not out yet. You can delay the movie another year. Make it 2 hours. I will wait patiently. I will go to see it. And I hope that it'll be good. And, that's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. I'm just a little YouTuber. Sony's, even if someone sees this video, they'll be like, fuck it, Even if they do like the idea of putting it off and making it 2 hours, they won't dare say that. Because Sony, they control everything, The producers, Avi Arad, He fucked up the Venom movie, and he's gonna fuck this one up too. I'm very, very, very confident about that. And I don't want to be. Because it sucks. It really sucks that this has to be the way that it all ends. Because I don't think that you can really come back from this. We've given you so many chances. I just don't think Sony should be making these movies anymore. They've been doing it for almost 20 years. You can keep on making the Spider-Man games, the Insomniac Spider-Man games. You guys are doing great with that. But even then, that's because of Insomniac. The Amazing Spider-Man video games were fairly not that great. And they were with fucking Activision. When Sony stuck with Activision, and Activision was making all the Spider-Man games, even the ones that weren't made in collaboration with Sony, most of them, those last few, they weren't very good. So, anyways, I could go on for hours about how this sucks. But I really don't want to waste my time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Click the like button or dislike button. I don't really care at this point. This video is very negative. You can hit the dislike button. And if you think the 90 minutes is alright, if you like the first Venom movie, more power to you. If you love this movie, if you're gonna love this movie, I'm not gonna shut you down. I just, it's a crying shame. It's really upsetting that it has to come to this. Yeah, and so subscribe to my channel. Check out my comrade Growling Zeus 666's channel. I was on there recently. And check out my second channel, Political Junkie 2414. Batman Arkham City is going to be back up soon, guys. I promise. I'm going to upload the next part. I know we're almost done with the story. And I'll see you guys later. It's just too bad. It's too bad.